Panda. I got broads in Atlanta. Just to throw me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Getting no licks in the band. Legacies.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing another CPU guide because a lot of you have been loving my CPU guide and it's been blowing up. And this time I'm going to show you guys how to undervolt your CPU to undervolt your CPU to reduce temperatures and improve performance and fix throttling. To do this, all you want to do is install an app called Throttle Stop. Link will be in the description. Once you download it, you want to run the program. It's already pre-installed. There's no installation process. Mine is already set up, but I'll show you what I set up and why. First thing we set is speed shift at, and type in 0. Speed shift is basically it changes the CPU core clock and boosts it when needed. We want to set it to 0 because disabling it can actually hinder clock speeds. So we're gonna enable it and set it to 0. And next thing, do not have disabled turbo on, or else it'll be stuck at your default clock speed, which is -1.3. And yeah, next is do not have BD Pro Shot tick. BD Pro Shot is basically it reduces it, as you see, at 25. Now in your end ticket it goes up to 26 and all. This is basically to fix throttling. It actually like throttles at a certain temperature, and we don't need to do that because we're already undervolting it. These are automatically ticked with speed shift, nothing to mess with. So the important part is where it says fiber. But before you do that, if you want to test how much yours has improved, you can obviously run a TS bench and check. I'm not going to do that because the scores are obviously not going to be good, and it's going to go really slow since I'm using OBS and my CPU to record. I'm going to go to Fiverr and set all of these to 34. Mine highest is 39, but set all of these to 34 because when it hits the highest clock speed, the temperature is going to increase, and we do not want to do that. So we're going to turbo limit it at 34. Next, it's going to be on CPU core plus unlock adjustable voltage. Yours guys is going to be on 0. And obviously increase it to 100 first, and if it fixes it 100, then you can slowly reduce it back. If it's freezing and crashing at 100, reduce it down. And the thing about undervolting is you do not know what a stable undervolt is unless you have done it for at least for a week or even a few days, because you won't. First it might seem fine, but slowly you might experience crashes in the past. Because first I did -70 and it began to crash after a day or two. And after some research, I found out -50 was the best one. Next is CPU cache. Set this the same as your CPU. Your CPU. Intel GPU. You can do this, but when I do this, I feel like my drivers are crashing too much because yeah, it's not very stable for me, so I just don't have it. Mostly CPU because we're talking about CPU throttling. And do not mess with cache ratios, just leave it at what it is. The rest is fine, and have OK save voltages immediately. If your PC crashes, then restart it and try again. It'll take a few tries. Or obviously what I did was just search up on Google. No, oops, wrong app. Open your browser. And obviously just went to a Reddit link, so yeah, basically it has a whole chain of posts about the i7-1065 G7. So if you guys are using the CPU, I'll have the Reddit link in the description. And yeah, so let's get back here. Next, we're gonna talk about the TPL. This is gonna be at 22 and this is gonna be at 26. Yours might be different, just set it to these values. And then don't worry about these, just have this turbo ratio limit at 1. Mine was stable at 1. Yours, if you set it higher or lower, or yours might be stable at a different point, experiment with it. Whichever you get the best results, then do that. Miscellaneous, set this to 1 and set this to your turbo ratio limit you put at. And since we put ours at 34, we're gonna set it to 34, press OK. Once you're done, you check your temperature, see if they've improved. And then you can obviously run a TS bench. So you see mine is 19.712. This is without recording. Now it might be a little slower, as you see it's not hitting clock speeds because the temperatures are increasing since I'm recording too on my CPU. So yeah guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and obviously ask any questions in the comment section. I'll try to help you guys, and see you later.